Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. So on today's vlog, we're going to be talking about things that have made us happy over this really difficult and trying time for the quarantine. We're going to be talking about things that actually made us happy during the quarantine and things that were benefits of coming out of staying at home. So we actually got this idea from another YouTuber that we watch called the Tim Tracker, and we'll link his video down below. But in that video, Tim and Jenn recorded things that have made them happy, which they have a brand new baby, and a lot of what they talked about was him, which he's super cute, so you know, that makes sense. So, and a lot about what we're going to talk about is our kids, because they make us super happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about that. We'll also link that video down below of when they talked about what makes them happy. So this is an idea that they got from another YouTuber, and we're stealing their stolen idea. So
well, in their video they did say that they wanted other people to do it as well.
Yeah.
So we're just doing what they told us to do.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So what's one of the first things that made you happy, Kate?
Okay. So one of the first things that has made me happy, we have been spending a lot of time outside, and I try to buy a couple of things for the girls to have, like bubbles, and we have chalk, and I've always had that kind of stuff. We have a little slide that the girls, or that Sadie got for like her second birthday or something like that. Yeah, so we just have like little things for them to do outside, so sometimes it can be a little bit boring and they're ready to come inside. But yeah, so last Sunday night we got a weird phone call from my mom, and she calls and she's like, hey, I need you guys to be away from your house on Tuesday evening for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen them in about 6 weeks, because of our choosing to quarantine ourselves, and they're quarantined as well, but my dad is an essential worker. So we have chosen to stay away from them because of that.
Yeah.
And anyway, so that's why we couldn't be here, so that they could come in and do what they needed to do. Anyway, so they call and like, can you all be away from your house for an hour and a half on Tuesday night? And so we're like, yeah, sure, we'll find something to do. What the heck are we going to do during our quarantine?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just went to grab dinner and had a picnic. But,
yeah, which was nice.
It was fun, yeah. But anyways, we came back an hour and a half later, and there was a trampoline in our yard. They had bought the girls a trampoline, and it's not a huge trampoline. It's about, how tall would you say it is?
I don't know, a foot off the ground maybe? Maybe a foot and a half?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's about 7 foot wide. It's perfect for them and for their size.
Oh yeah.
And
for two girls under 5, like it's the perfect trampoline.
yes.
So
yeah, we're really thankful to my parents for buying that for them, and
yeah.
Anyways, so that has been something that has made them and us really happy, because it's given them something else to do outside. When they saw it, their eyes just like, oh my gosh, like Sadie was so excited. She's actually jumped on trampolines before, but I don't think Adeline has. And
the one time that she was scared. She was at my sister's house, and I think it scared her, but there was a lot of bigger kids on there.
Yeah,
so.
And that she may have been having a flashback or something to that when she got on, because Sadie was jumping a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, but she like started screaming when she got on, and so she wouldn't jump without holding BJ's hands, which was really cute too.
Yeah.
I mean, but anyways, within like 10 or 15 minutes, she was used to it and she was ready to go. But yeah, so they have been on it every day since we got it, and they've had a picnic on it, and at one point they had all their stuffed animals out there jumping with them, and yeah, it's just been really, really good and really fun, and something that made them really happy, and obviously as their parents, us happy too. So yeah, it was just a fun thing that we got this week, and
it was a good time.
Yeah, and us being outside has been something that we've been doing a lot during this quarantine anyway, so that just added to the funness.
Which kind of plays into some of our other points too.
Yeah.
And for point 2, we have been going on nature walks. So something that's made us really happy has been being able to get outside and go on nature walks. So we've had really, really beautiful weather for the past couple of weeks, which has been amazing. We've been able to get outside, walk, and explore. But as for me, growing up, I grew up in an area where I could go outside and explore the woods and literally just walk outside in the morning and not come back until night when my mom, when it was time for dinner, and she would feed the whole neighborhood with her dinner, which was literally what happened, which was great. But we would go into the woods and we would explore, and we would build things and take big trees and like stack them on top of each other and make forts and just all kind of crazy stuff. So I grew up being able to explore the woods, and I think that's part of why I have a desire to explore and a desire to get out in the woods and do stuff like that, because it's part of my childhood. So yes, I'm adventurous. So I really think that's important for my kids to be able to do that too, and get out and get dirty and explore and do things that unfortunately a lot of kids that grow up in the city don't get to do. So I love that, and that's what a big part of why we still live in a area that you can do that at. So we've been able to do that a lot this week because they're younger. So unfortunately, working, the only time that I get to take the girls on adventures is on the weekends. And right now, I can take them on adventures during my lunch or during an afternoon break or whatever, and we can just take 15 minutes to walk outside, walk down the street, and get back to doing whatever we were doing, which has been really super great. So we've been going on nature walks, probably one walk a day at least.
Yeah, we at least walk around our neighborhood once a day.
So some of the longer ones have been, we get to walk down the street to the end of the cul-de-sac and go down. There's a little trail that leads down to a creek, and it's really super pretty, and there's trails all through it that walk down the creek. So the girls have really enjoyed doing that, and they've got to see some areas of our of the land around us that they normally wouldn't get to see. And then another thing that me and Sadie did was we walked down to the creek that's right behind our house, which I think is the same creek as the one at the cul-de-sac. And we have a fence in the backyard, and if you go off that fence, you step into the woods and go straight down the hill, and there's a creek down at the bottom. So we were able to go down there, and actually the little area that we found that we stopped at was kind of overgrown with woods and stuff like that, but we were able to move a couple of things and find like a really nice little clearing and a big rock to sit by the water, and it was just a really good time. And we took a scavenger hunt with us. So on that scavenger hunt, I was able to yeah, here it is. So here it is right here, and this was the one that Sadie was able to check off. And there were things like flowers, rocks, water, green leaf, trees, grass. So she was able to check those things off, and as we saw them, and it was just a lot of fun because I was able to show her things and tell her this is a fern, so this is different than a leaf, and show her what a pine tree was as opposed to an oak tree, and what kind of bugs were out there, and just point out little random things that I saw. And it was a fun time to teach her and be with her and explain things to her. And if you've ever seen our videos, you might can see Sadie's our more.
She's our thinker. Yeah,
she's our thinker. She's definitely a thinker, and she analyzes everything, and she'll look at something and think about it and studies it, which is really fun for me, and I enjoy it. And she likes to explore as well. So it was a really good time for me to get out and spend some time with her. And the other trips as well, the other walks as well, have been really fun, where we go as a family and walk around the neighborhood, or walk down through the woods, or just walk down the side of the side of the street, and just have a lot of fun.
And there's not a lot of cars on the road, so it's been nice. Which our subdivision's not too busy anyway. Right. So we're able to walk through.
Especially if you stay in our street of the subdivision. You get on the main street, it's a little more busy, but still not bad.
Right, and because people are supposed to be staying home.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good for our physical health and our mental health.
Right.
Just getting out of the house.
Right.
After being cooped up for a couple hours, it's good to get out and walk around, and it's just been really beneficial, I think. And we also like exploring. We, a couple weeks ago went to Mill Creek and explored down there.
Which we'll link that video down below.
Yeah, so after we went there and then we went down below, they were like, "Oh my goodness, we have a creek by our house too!"
Yeah.
Like they thought that was awesome. So,
Yeah.
they're both very adventurous, I think, and they like to learn about things outside.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It's been fun to point out like flowers and butterflies and like different kinds of weeds and poison ivy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which we need to give Dada a listen to poison ivy.
I have
He
it on my
has
arm
it.
now.
But yeah, it's just been, I think, good for teaching them things about being outside because we don't get to be outside with them a lot.
Yeah.
And the weather has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the past 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of days of rain, but it's not, for the most part, it's been great.
Oh, sure.
And then that scavenger hunt, you just found it on Pinterest, right?
Right, yeah.
So like we've really been utilizing Pinterest to find several different kind of scavenger hunts because I don't know why right now, but they think scavenger hunts are awesome.
Yeah.
They like to look for things. And I've even found a few indoor ones
Yeah, which have been fun.
that have been a lot of fun, like during the rainy days.
Like find a car.
Yeah, or find something, like find a book with the letter of your first name.
Yeah.
Sadie loves doing that. Like she like goes and like studies all the books to find an S in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just been really fun, I think.
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah.
Super happy.
Super happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing that has made me happy, and I guess you too.
Yeah. Me too, definitely.
Is kind of like exploring around like different kinds of foods and stuff like that we've been cooking. Learning to cook new things like the bread. I made a bread video for you guys. And
Which we can link that video down below as well.
yes.
Fun video.
That was a lot of fun. And I've never made bread before. My mom made bread like when I was growing up, and I called my grandmother after I made it. She was like, "Oh yeah, I used to make bread all the time." And I'm like, "Well, I feel like I'm accomplished now because I made bread." But anyways, just doing new things like perfecting recipes.
Yeah.
We've been kind of like settling into our kitchen, and I feel like that's crazy to say because we've been here for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
And we're just now really settling into our kitchen, but like being able to move things around to like have better access to them and stuff like that. Then being able to like cook different things. Like, what are some of the things we cooked?
Cheeseburger egg rolls.
Yes, we made cheeseburger egg rolls the other day.
Mm-hmm. Which that was also a video that we saw from the Tim Tracker, which,
Yes.
like I said, is one of our favorite YouTubers. But the cheeseburger egg rolls are a Disney World classic and
Yes.
Disney World treat that you can go get, and they are one of our favorites. So we thought the other night we could bring a little bit of Disney back to us, and so the Tim Tracker did it on one of his videos, and we copied the recipe and did it ourselves, which
We've made
was
them
a lot of
several
fun.
times before,
Yeah.
but it was fun to make them again.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while since we made them.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
But yeah, we were able to make those, and we made a new kind of cheeseburger with some like cream cheese. It was like, I think it was like called a garlic overload burger, and I'm like, I love garlic.
Yeah.
So like, it was like amazing. So we made that, and just like perfecting things like that I cook all the time, or like adding something a little different to it to make it taste like better. Like we have chicken Alfredo a lot, but I use shrimp instead of chicken, and then added like extra cheese in it. It was like super good. Like, I don't know, just like things like that. And the girls have been helping me do some things. We baked cupcakes one day last week for us, and then we took some to one of our friends that's going through chemo right now for her kids to eat. Yeah, so it's just been it's been fun to like really get to settle into the kitchen, and I mean, really we've been cooking 3 meals a day.
Yeah. Which would really be another thing that's made me happy, is being able to eat with our kids a lot. I mean, we sit at the table, which
when we're home and eating food together, we always sit at the table.
Yeah, we always, whatever meal we have, we sit at the table and eat. We don't sit we don't go to our rooms, we don't go to the living room. Like, if we're eating here at the house, we're at the dining room table, and that's where we have dinner, or lunch, or breakfast, and which is really fun.
But during this time, we've got to eat every single meal together.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been really good for us and really important for our kids too,
Yeah.
to learn like that it's good to have family time.
Yeah.
And so maybe one day, like when they're teenagers, they won't hate us.
Maybe.
And they'll be like, yeah, we have to eat dinner at the table, it's family time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's been something that's made me happy as well.
Yeah, so yeah, just really settling into the kitchen, cooking new things, getting to cook things with the girls, and them helping me do things in the kitchen has been a lot of fun. I really like to cook anyways, I just hate cleaning up after it. But yeah, just getting to cook has been fun to me. So yeah.
Cool.
All right, your turn.
All right. So another one has been being able to utilize our yard and actually get it cleaned up a little bit too. So as you know, we got a new shed. It's in the backyard, and that's been really awesome to have. So we've been able to also bought a new lawnmower, which has been nice.
Yeah,
So the lawnmower cuts the grass really nice, and the one we had before was kind of choppy and it didn't look so great. So now our yard looks really good and it's clean, and we're not that one neighbor that has the ganked up grass anymore.
Yes.
So
after 6 years, we did it.
So our yard looks nice. It's easy to play in. The girls have actually been able to play in our backyard, which has been fun. So they've probably, this past week has been the first time they've ever played in our backyard. And they got to throw the ball, and it would roll down the hill because we live on a hill, but it was still fun, and they got out. We do need to get some ant killer and kill some ants. So if you have any recommendations for ant killer, pop that down below, because we are overrun with ants. Like we dug up, I threw a ant bed over the fence the other day.
It was huge. It seriously, yeah, I mean, I'm not
it was
kidding.
massive. I just grabbed it with my shovel and chunked it because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, if you have any suggestions on that, please let us know. But the backyard's just been really fun to have, and really fun to get out and explore and treat better than we have ever have before. Like we've let it grow up every year and not really get back there.
I feel like we've always really neglected our backyard because you can't see it from the road. We have a big fence that goes in front of, like a privacy fence that goes in front of or behind our house, I guess. So you can't see the backyard. So really, we would cut it like every now and then.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't important.
But now it could actually be used and played in and stuff like that. Which the trampoline is not in the backyard; it's in the side yard, which is better because you can see it from the
kitchen. Yeah.
See up right there behind us. That
like
window.
I've been able to open that window and like be in the kitchen working.
Yeah.
And like our door has a sliding window too, so I'm able to slide it up to see them.
Right.
But yeah, like that's been nice to have there.
So along with the backyard, our side yard's pretty nice too, and it's a good little flat area, which we live on a hill.
The flattest area.
Yeah.
Our house is
we live on a
side
hill,
yard.
so the side yard's the flattest.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting out in our yard and really cleaning it up and making it look nicer has made me happy. I spent 5 hours out there yesterday.
Yeah, I came out to bring him some water, and he's like, "How long have I been out here?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's
sat
about 5
down
hours
in the grass,
later."
like, Lord, so that's actually been really nice, and I enjoy that. I enjoy getting it cleaned up and looking nice, but it's just not something we've ever really been able to do. So I was able to clean off a little section out in the yard yesterday, and actually plan on taking a post and putting it in the ground, and it's right under some trees, so maybe just wide enough to put a hammock up and maybe some pea gravel on the ground and stuff like that, which would be really nice because it'd be just another spot we can use in our backyard. And we're talking about even adding a back deck to our house, which would be really cool. And it would just really give us another place to hang out as a family and sit and enjoy it.
Yeah, we really want some like outdoor furniture, like a table and chair set. Because we like to be outside and we like to eat outside, but we don't have anywhere to sit. The girls have a little picnic table, but like we don't have one.
Right.
So we really would like to have something in the back where he could have his grill, we could grill out back there, have some friends over.
Right, yeah.
If that's what we wanted to do, and
So we've been strongly considering that lately, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just getting out in our yard and doing some things like that's really made me happy. And I've got to trim the hedges at some point this week, which I hate those hedges because they're pokey. So that might not make me happy, but it'll make me happy when it looks good.
Yeah.
So
another thing that has made us happy is technology.
Yep.
So being able to FaceTime our parents, because we're not seeing mine or
Yeah.
his parents during this time. Even like my sister and his sister and the girls' cousins that they were getting to see on a daily basis. We've been utilizing Zoom with our youth group on Wednesday nights to have youth service with them because we really miss them, and we really want to still get, Jesus into them even during this time. And
Yeah. Which I don't think that's something that I've ever mentioned on this channel.
Oh, that you're a youth pastor.
Yeah.
He's a youth pastor.
Yeah. So I'm a bivocational youth pastor, which I don't think we've ever mentioned on here.
No, probably not. Anyways,
Interesting.
he's a youth pastor, so
Yeah.
on Wednesday nights we've been able to do Zoom calls with our kids, and we've had really good talks with them. And I also was able to do a Bible journal night with some of the youth girls, which is something that they love to do and something that I love to do through Zoom, and that was really fun. Being able to still watch our worship services online, and even watching other people's youth services, or not youth services, but worship services that we wouldn't normally get to see. That's been really cool too.
Yeah, it has.
And yeah, just technology in general.
Yeah. It's been super nice to have
Yes.
access to the outside world while we've been stuck here. I mean, I watch YouTube all the time. I'm constantly watching YouTube videos and constantly checking in on my friends and FaceTiming, or me and a friend of mine, actually he's the only friend I use this app with. We use an app where it's like a video talk kind of thing, and we do that constantly, and yeah, technology has been a big helper for my sanity and keeping me going, because there's points in the day where I'm like, I just need to get out of my head a little bit and do some other things. So that's been really nice.
We've also been able to continue working out because our gym is doing virtual workouts. So that's been really good for us to utilize.
Yeah. So Coach Trace has been really good about helping us and setting us up for success with that, and it's been really good. And we're trying to be as committed as possible through this. And days get annoying, and days get weird when it's wake up, go to work, go to sleep kind of thing. So breaking up a little workout in the evenings has been helping us, and that's been something I'm really thankful for. So
other things with technology, I've been able to print out some printouts for the girls to do, like schoolwork and stuff, because Sadie is 4 and she's supposed to be in K4 right now, so she got pulled out of school during this, and we are trying to set her up to go to kindergarten next year, so we're still trying to teach her things that she needs to know to go to kindergarten.
Right.
So I've been able to find tons of free printables, and I'm so thankful for things like that, to be able to really teach her what she needs to know to go to kindergarten. And just even just color sheets, on the Crayola website, they have color sheets that we've been printing out for the girls to color and paint. And
Sadie, her coloring skills are amazing.
Yeah, she has really honed in those color skills.
When she colors probably, I don't know, half the day every day.
So it's just been really, really awesome, and really something I'm really thankful for. And I mean, it makes me happy too, but I'm really thankful for technology during this time, because I can't imagine us going through this without it at this point in our lives. So
And this whole video, kind of the overwhelming idea of what's made us happy is the time that we've got to spend with the girls, the time that we've got to be here and be a family. Like we said, we sit at the kitchen table and we eat dinner together, we eat lunch together, we eat breakfast together, which has been awesome. We've never in our lives been able to do that. So
we've never been home enough to do that. I think that's another thing, adding into that family time. We are always on the go. Monday nights we eat dinner with my parents. Tuesday nights I think that's our only night at home. Wednesday night we had church. Thursday night Adeline had dance. Friday night we're usually gone to do fun things.
Saturdays we're going.
Saturdays we're gone all day. Sundays church. So it just starts over again. This has really been awesome for us as a family to come together and to really spend some quality time together and at home.
Yeah.
Even though we feel like our sanity has been tested several times a day. But yeah, it's just been really good for us to be at home together, and like we were talking about, fixing things up outside, working in our kitchen in here to get things settled. Like, we've never had time to do those things.
Playing with Legos with the girls, that's been super fun.
Having movie nights.
Movie nights galore.
Yes. Disney did a Disney family sing-along one day last week, and that was awesome, and it was so much fun to get to do that with the girls too. They loved it. So I think it's just been really, I hate that the circumstance, that this is our circumstance, but it's been good.
Yeah, it's been super awesome.
As bad as it is, it's been good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We got a fish.
Oh yeah.
We've never had a pet, and Sadie has begged us for a fish.
Yes.
And so we thought this would be a perfect time for us to get a fish. So we have a little goldfish.
Yeah.
And its name, Princess Minnie Fish Ballerina.
Princess Minnie Fish
But
Ballerina.
for short, it's Princess Minnie Ballerina.
Yeah. You drop the fish.
Make sure you drop the fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a little goldfish, and it's been a lot of fun to watch it, and the girls are obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Especially Adeline.
Adeline loves it.
Tries to pull a chair over there and get in the tank.
Right.
Sometimes.
She said when we got it, she said, "Can I pet it?" I was
like, "I want to hold it."
No, that's.
Can I hold it?
You don't understand what this? No. Stop.
You have to put it up high so she can't reach it. So, anyways, but yeah, that's been fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, but sorry.
No, you're good. So this has been our things that have made us happy, and it's just a few of them, and there's plenty more that has made us happy. I mean, we're jovial people anyways. We're happy people, so we're not sitting here like, oh, too bad the world's ending or anything like that. We're trying to make the best out of this and live every day, even though we're stuck at home, living every day and having a good time. So that's been our video about what makes us happy, but what are some things that make you happy during this time? What have been the few things that you've been able to do, or you've been able to see, or you've been able to accomplish that really made you happy? And it could be as simple as cleaning up your yard, because that was one of ours. So what are some things that have made you happy? And list those down below. And while you're doing that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and hit that notification button so that you can watch our videos. And we should have about 2 or 3 more videos out this week, which we're really excited about. We're going to do some fun shirts this week, and I wanted to do a video, get to know the Edie's.
We keep saying we're going to do that video.
Yeah.
We haven't done it
yet. So I need to do that this week, and I've got to do a barn tour, shed tour. Shop tour. That's what we're going to call it.
Tour.
Yeah. So maybe hopefully those will all get out this week. So hit that notification button so you get a notification every time one of those comes out. And stay beautiful, Birmingham.